What's up, you guys? You're welcome to the Pop Culture Pirates. Please, 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 pun absolutely intended. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, turn on your post notifications so you get notified each time I post. So let's get right into it. So Bloomberg confirms that Selena Gomez has reached billionaire status. Let me say that again. Bloomberg officially confirms that Selena has reached billionaire status, making her the third richest music artist of all time, only behind Rihanna with $1.7 billion and Jay-Z with $2.5 billion. And I'm so happy for her. We are rooting for you, Selena, and it's really, really impressive to see her journey and all that she's been through. Because for you, those of you who don't know, Selena was a child immigrant. Her family did not have a lot of money. They were surviving, and to see that she has worked her way to the top from there is very, very impressive, because you cannot deny that Selena has worked hard from being a childhood movie star, going into music, going into business, while still acting and making music. You cannot deny the fact that she works. So, Selena, we are happy for you. We are all rooting for you. Keep on winning, girl. In other news, rapper NLE CHOPPA has been a long-time supporter of the LGBTQ community, and now he stamps his foot down in unwavering support, stating that he would be performing at the Atlanta Black Pride event, and the event is what you'd see on your screens right now. And it's very impressive to see, because a black rapper showing support for the LGBTQ community is not something that you see every day. He would go on to say in the video that he did not care what people thought. He did not give a damn about people's opinions, that he was going to do what he felt was right and what was needed to do. And I personally felt that this was a really good look for not just him, but for rappers in general, and to see that there is actually progress, and inclusivity is not just some unattainable phenomenon, and it's genuinely possible. And it was a wonderful week. It was a wonderful time, and yeah. But then again, he would take it a step further and post on his Twitter, "I am coming out." And in the minute I saw this, I knew this was some engagement bait, clout bait, attention bait, because we know damn well, if you know him, you know damn well that that was just engagement bait. But the post had over 40 million views, 180,000 likes, probably his most liked tweet on Twitter. And a bunch of delusional people were believing him, other people were getting upset. But personally, I believe if you're wise enough, you would have known that he was basically just baiting and looking for attention. He would complete the tweet later with he's coming out with his new song, da 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 da, and it was just advertisement for his new song, and we didn't let him finish. And it's like, okay, like, nobody's slow. We know what exactly you're doing. You were looking for engagement, you were looking for attention, and he got it. And the only reason he got it was because I personally believe that people were just excited over no reason. No shade. No shade. So if you're looking for attention or you're looking for clouds, just go on Twitter and type "I'm coming out" apparently, and you will get the attention and you will get the clouds. It makes me genuinely question if him performing at the Pride event was also chasing clouds, because it brings that to mind. Because if you're going to do this as some form of rollout for your song just to get you some cheap attention, then why can't we speculate that this was also you going for cheap attention? You performing at the Pride event was also you looking for cheap attention. But anyways, both parties, when him performing at the Pride event, obviously brought some awareness, and he got the clout that I believe he wanted. So, moving on. So if you don't know, now you know that Adele has been touring since the release of her album 30. Adele has been touring since the release of her number one album 30. And just a side note, I personally love that album, and I feel Adele is one of those artists that her albums are not just money grabs. They're not just her looking for money or wants to put out an album because her label wants her to put out an album and then make them some money. There's genuinely art with her album. You can tell that it's not just commercial. It's not just commercial based. It is a work of art. And we really appreciate real artists that love the art of music and are committed to making masterpieces and not just selling an album or creating a rollout that would sell singles. Just making an album to sell singles, genuinely committed to making a masterpiece. And I really, really do love that. So she concluded her last show in Munich, and she made a release out announcement stating that she would go on a break. And if you listen to what she was saying, the break could last as long as 15 years. That's how long the break could last based on what she was saying. So I'll just attach the video down below.
This is my final show here in Munich. It's flown by and it's not flown by at the same time, but I can't believe that this is it. I go home in about 6 hours, so I really want to go out with a bang tonight. Every single show has been wonderful in every way and in its own way and things like that. But I truly have no idea when I will ever do anything like this ever again. It's going to be a very fucking long time, and I'll probably be halfway through my life by then.
So yeah, that break is not ending anytime soon. And if you know Adele, you know she's expressed severally that she's one of the artists that enjoys her personal space. She really does enjoy her personal space. She enjoys having a private life. And while doing music is her dream and she loves the people that listens to her music, she's just really a private person in general. So this break is going to be something. So on the topic of breaks, Miss Minaj herself is teasing a break, allegedly. So yeah, having Adele expressly saying that she's going on a break and Miss Minaj wants to add to our depression. So she will go on to tweet, "Dear Barbs, today is the day. The final installment of the Pink Friday 2 era begins today. Thank you for your continued love and support. Thank you for wishing my team and me well. Thank you for being the best humans on earth. This is my first time doing 2 headline shows in 1 calendar year, as Papa Bear's mama at that. So I'd be lying if I said it's been easy. I just keep reminding myself that one thing I learned and promised myself I would never ever forget the last time I saw you is that no matter how I feel when I walk on stage, I feel a million times better when I walk off. Physically tired, of course, but in high spirits. I don't know what it is, really, but you guys have a way of putting things back into perspective for me without knowing or trying to. The unexpected rush of all this incredible, adorable, precious, magical, majestic, fun, funny, uplifting, emotional, uniquely layered, carefully crafted, multifaceted, powerful, vulnerable, vivid, bright, crystal clear, stunning, reassuring, fleeting memories all start flooding back, and I think to myself, maybe it was all worth it. Love you, Harajuku Barbie." And if you know Nicki, you know that tweet has consequences. You just know that that tweet has consequences. So one of the first things that I picked up is at the end of the Gag City tour, this installment of the tour, the Pink Friday 2 era, is over. It's right there in the tweet that the Gag City tour is the last installment of the Pink Friday 2 era. And that's just so sad to me because we waited for the era for 5 years or what, and it's just over. And it was really a wonderful time. I feel we got to communicate with Nicki a lot more this era, get to know her a lot more. So we are really, really grateful for that. She spoke to us on Station Head so much than I believe she has in the last 5-6 years of her career combined. We have a lot of conversations, controversies that I personally enjoyed because they were really interested to me just to see that she really doesn't give a damn. And yeah, I said it in my last video that I believe that she's going on a break and she genuinely deserves this break. And this week just confirms it that after this tour, she's not going to be Nicki Minaj for a long time. She's going to be Papa Bear's mother, Onika Tanya Mirage, Nicki Minaj, Roman. All of them are going to take a seat. But if it's any consolation, we are still expecting a huge chunk of songs from the Pink Friday 2, deluxe album. So at least that's 8 to 7 songs right before the break. So I personally feel it's worth it, and we just really have to understand and persevere, because I feel Nicki is going to go on a long break because she's been working and she has a family, she has a son, she has her own life outside stardom. So Onika Tanya Maraj is coming into full force, and Nicki Minaj is going to take the scene. And we don't get to see Onika. Onika is in the house with her husband and Papa Bear. So yeah, that's basically it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, to subscribe. Please, 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 please don't forget to like, to subscribe, to turn on your post notifications. Tomorrow, I think I'll be uploading a video because there's a lot of drama. Basically, Rock Nation versus Young Money, Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, Drake, Nicki Minaj. So that's piping hot tea. So I just don't want to come and give you guys half-assed breakdown of the gist, but go into the real details of it. So that should be up by tomorrow. So please turn on your post notifications so you get notified for that. I love you guys so much. Thank you.